All right, so we are live here for this LILJ High School Winter League playoff matchup. And we got Massapequa taking on Wantagh to get the night started. So first possession of the game going to Wantagh. Okay, so we are live here. Stony Brook Indoor High School Winter League matchup. Massapequa going up against Wantagh, and Wantagh getting things started with a goal here to take a 1-0 lead. So in this matchup, Wantagh coming in as the 7 seed, Pequa coming in as the 10 seed, and the winner of this matchup will face the St. Anthony's Friars, the 2025 team. And that matchup will be on Sunday, January 7th at 8:30. So this ball on the ground. Now possession to Massapequa. Ricky Gear with that GB. So Pequa coming back, and they're looking for the equalizer right here. And that's going to be an over and back. So the turnover now gives possession back to Wantagh. So it's Jake Martini with the rock. So he gets that one up to Will Greaves. And Greaves over to Jack Dankenbrink up top. Now Carter Lohman has the short stick matchup on him. And this is going to be a hold on Massapequa, so possession is going to stay with Wantagh. And that's Dylan Martini, gives back to Jake Martini. Martini, that shot. Bouncing over the cage. Backed up there by Devin Pacione for Wantagh. Oh, excuse me, Dylan Martini. And he's going to have the goal. So that's going to give Wantagh a 2-0 lead. So a nice little inside roll there by Dylan Martini. And so that gives the Warriors now a 2-0 lead in the early stages, as we're back at the face-off X. And this possession is going to Massapequa. So Ricky Gear now with the give to Adam Lamondola. Now Pequa with it behind the cage. Gear now with possession, as he's being covered by Patrick Forthoffer, and Forthoffer knocks that one free. Gear able to keep possession, but a late clock now for Massapequa inside of 10 seconds. Diesso now gives back to Lamondola, and it doesn't look like Pequa's going to get a shot. That shot not getting off in time, so possession back to Wantagh. Here comes Lohman, the give to Martini, shot, goal! So Lohman to Jake Martini, and that's now a 3-0 lead for the Warriors. So Wantagh coming in hot with 3 quick goals here to take the early lead. And entering this playoff matchup for Wantagh, they came in at 2-1 after being defeated by the Friars 26 team 7-6 in week 1, and then picking up wins against Kellenberg and also Syosset, defeating Kellenberg 8-5 and Syosset 10-5. And for Massapequa, they come in at 1-2 with defeats against the Friar 25 team and Half Hollow Hills, and a victory 7-6 win over Ruston Gold. As that shot by Martini off the pipe and goes out of bounds off Gennady. So this possession will stay with Wantagh. And that's still in Martini as he somehow gets inside, but looks like they're waving this one off. In the crease was the call. So possession back to Massapequa. So Joe Fazio with the rock as he gives to Ricky Gear. Pico now behind the cage with Max Ziegler, and they're going to work this around as they go back up top to Lamondola. Now Fazio as he works that back behind the cage. Now Jack Gargiulo, as he's swarmed and a flag is down. And Gargiulo loses the ball, but with the flag down, this possession is going to stay with Piqua. So the penalty on Thomas Carlo, giving Piqua the man-up advantage. And this is a real good opportunity now for Massapequa to get on the board with the man up here. So as Piqua works this around, that's Ricky Gear. That shot is going to be saved by Kyle Conklin. And now Forthhofer, as he's going to redirect that over to Mario Anella. And now up to Carter Lohman, so Wantagh able to clear. And Wantagh now just looking to kill the penalty. And the penalty has been released, so both teams back at even strength. Now that's Jake Martini with the rock. Martini, that shot goes wide as he loses the head of his stick. And now only 7 seconds on the clock for Wantagh. And that shot is going to be a save by Gennady to get the reset. On the ground ball, the takeaway. Oh, what a save by Gennady. What a save there on that shot by Dylan Martini. That's a big save right there to keep this game at 3-0. So let's see if Massapequa can use that save to fuel them now on the offensive end. Possession with Joey Diesso. Diesso using the pick. That shot goes wide. So now 15 seconds on the shot clock. That's Jack Gargiulo. Gargiulo stumbles and loses the ball. And the GB, as that one goes to Thomas Carlo. Oh, and that pass picked off by Diesso. Possession back with Pequa as they're looking for their first goal. Gargiulo now trying to go behind the back, but that one's intercepted by Dankenbrink. And now ball down again, and we have a flag down. So it looks like we're getting a cross-check on the Warriors, so once again, Massapequa gonna have the man up. So it looks like the penalty there on Thomas Carlo. So again, another opportunity now for Massapequa with the man up to try and get on the board. And that shot goes wide there. This one's gonna stay with Massapequa. So that's Ricky Gear as he gives to Fazio. And that's going to be a save for Conklin. This ball on the ground, and that ground ball goes to Mario Anella. But Pequa, as they get it back on the turnover, and Conklin with another save. And now the outlet to Jake Martini. Pequa looking to force another turnover, and they do. So forcing that turnover there was Brendan Petticone, and that leads to the goal scored by Joey Diesso. So Diesso gets Massapequa on the board. Give that assist to Ricky Gear. And we have a 3-1 game. Now the ensuing face-off as Will Greaves winning that one backwards. So Lohman now gives to Dylan Martini behind the cage with the short stick matchup. Or no, excuse me, he has the pole on him, William Krieg. Now that's Jake Martini. Now Lohman with that shot going wide as this one stays with Wantagh. Now that's Dylan Martini as the shot clock approaching 10 seconds. Martini, when he loses the ball, great defense by Massapequa. And this one is going the other way. So lockdown defense there by William Krieg to create that turnover. And as Pequa coming back the other way, looking to make this a one-goal game. But this one, another unforced turnover there as possession now going right back to Wantagh. So Jack Dankenbrink with possession for Wantagh as he's covered by Joe Fazio. Dankenbrink operating from behind the cage. Gives to Martini that shot. That's going to be a save by Gennady. The ground ball going to Giacabello. So a fresh clock for Wantagh as Jake Martini carries with it up top. On the look inside, just unable to handle that one though, is Thomas Carlo, but does maintain possession. Lohman now gives back to Martini. Dillon to Jake Martini. Now to Giacabello. Giacabello, that shot is going to be another save for Gennady. And here comes Massapequa. Oh, and again, just another turnover. So some of these unforced errors by Massapequa, just not giving them a chance really to get settled offensively. Ball down though, and this is a turnover going back to Pequa as Fazio with the GB. And now the shot by Gear is a goal. Give that assist to Joey Diesso. So Pequa taking advantage of that turnover, and now we have a 3-2 game. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. And this possession goes to Massapequa as they look to try and tie up this game. So Pequa with it behind the cage. And the give to Gear. Shot deflected. And this one's going to stay with Massapequa. Diesso there to back it up with 20 seconds on the shot clock. On Fazio stumbling, trying to maintain possession, but this one on the ground. And that ground ball ultimately goes to Pat Forthoffer. Nice snag there by Dylan Martini. So inside of 90 seconds remaining in the first half. 3-2 game in favor of Wantagh, scoring the first three, but Pequa coming back with 2 straight to make this a 1-goal game. Now that's Jake Martini as he gives to Lohman. Lohman back to Martini, now to Dankenbrink. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Dankenbrink has to go with the short stick matchup. Knockdown, ball down, ground ball to Massapequa. 45 seconds in the first half. Give that ground ball to Harrison Heckman. So Pequa now, they can hold for 1 shot with the shot clock turned off. Going for the tie there was Lamendola, but a save for Conklin. And now with 20 seconds, does Wantagh get a shot off before the half? They're looking for the shot. Oh, and that shot by Martini goes wide there. Only 3 seconds now. Gonna have to be a quick one, and they don't get one off in time. So that'll do it for the first half. 3-2 lead in favor of Wantagh. We'll take a quick break and come back shortly. Okay, back live here. Second half between Massapequa and Wantagh. Opening face-off of the second half, won by Will Greaves. Will Greaves! Face-off, stay on. 4-2 lead for Wantagh. So that's a great way to start the second half for the Warriors, as they will certainly take more of that. And now Greaves winning that face-off. Back to Carter Lohman. How about the takeaway, though, for Massapequa, getting it back on the turnover. So Jack Gargiulo now gives to Lamendola. Massapequa looking to once again make this a one-goal game. So Diesso now, as he carries through X. Diesso the look. Pequa able to keep possession. That shot saved by Conklin. And the ground ball going back to Wantagh. So Greaves with that ground ball as he gives to Jake Martini. Now Dankenbrink as he gives to Lohman. Lohman now goes back to Jake Martini up top. Jake Martini now with the give to Giacabello. 20 on the shot clock for Wantagh. Giacabello, that shot goes high. Dylan Martini there to back it up. Oh, and that pass to Dankenbrink. And that's going to be a turnover on the over and back. So another chance now for Massapequa to once again get back within a goal. So Pequa with the rock behind the cage. Looking inside there. But ultimately, Joey Diesso maintaining possession. Still about just over 20 on the shot clock. So still time to work with for Pequa. And seeing the double team there. Now possession with Lamendola. Pequa has to get a shot. And that shot by Diesso saved by Conklin. And now here comes Mario Anella to clear for Wantagh. Nicely done there. Possession back with the Warriors on the offensive side of the field. And that's Giacabello. And his shot saved by Gennady. And now Lamendola racing up the field for Pequa. And a flag is going to be down on that hit there by Dankenbrink. So this possession staying with Massapequa. So this now the third man-up opportunity for the Chiefs. And now that's Gear with the give. And Fazio now Works it to Gargiulo, back to Fazio. Now that's Gear. That shot goes wide there. Gargiulo with the backup as the penalty is set to expire. So the penalty is over, and that's going to be a goal by Diesso. So just like that, back to a one-goal game. And looks like this possession is going to Wantagh. So an important possession now for the Warriors, as they've been able to hold on to this 1 or 2 goal lead. But Massapequa certainly not out of it. But Wantagh able to hold on thus far. And that shot by Martini goes wide. Ball down as Pequa looks for the takeaway, and they have it. They're going to look to tie the game, and they do. Jack Gargiulo. This game now tied at 4. And it started on the defensive end for Massapequa. So we now have a brand new ball game, as the ensuing faceoff is won by Will Greaves. Now possession with Jake Martini operating at X. And that shot by Martini is going to be a save by Gennady. Here comes Massapequa. William Krieg carrying up the field. And Gargiulo now with the rock, as Pequa looks for their first lead of the game. The give now to Ziegler. 15 now on the shot clock. Now that's Joey Diesso. Shot clock now at 5. Diesso the give. And that's going to be a goal for Joe Fazio. Pequa with the lead. So Diesso to Fazio. And that's now a 5-4 lead for Massapequa. So momentum shifting in this second half. And this possession is going to be awarded to Massapequa on the face-off. So the lead and the ball for the Chiefs. So Massapequa, as they look to increase that lead to 2 goals. That's Joe Fazio with the rock behind the cage, being covered by Jake Martini. As he was looking there for Gargiulo. This ball down though. And this one winds up in the stick of Patrick Forthoffer. On Forthoffer, kind of running into a wall as a flag is down. Ball still down. And the ground ball there goes to Mario Anella. So we're gonna have a push, which should be on Massapequa, which it is. So the flag there for a push, a 30-second penalty, giving Wantagh the man up now as they look to respond and once again try and even up this game. So the man up now for Wantagh, looking to cash in here. So Giacobello gives to Lohman, to Martini, now to Dankenbrink, over to Jake Martini. That shot from distance goes high. And the penalty has been released, so both teams back at even strength. Jake Martini now, that shot. And Gennady getting a piece of that one. So this gives Wantagh now a fresh 60 on the shot clock. Martini, that shot ties the game. Dylan Martini. As we get another look at this on our instant replay, courtesy of LI Sports Network. Dylan Martini fired up after that one, squaring this game at 5. Approaching 6 minutes remaining. Again, for anyone that may just be tuning into the broadcast, this is the 10-7 matchup of the High School Winter League playoffs. Wantagh, the 7 seed, Massapequa, the 10 seed. The winner of this game faces the number 2 seeded St. Anthony's 2025 team. And that matchup will be on Sunday, January 7th at 8:30. As Wantagh looks to reclaim the lead. That's a save for Gennady. So Massapequa looks to clear as they get it up to Gargiulo. So now approaching 5 minutes remaining in the game. Diesso now as he carries behind the cage. Short time for Massapequa. Shot clock inside of 10 seconds. Gargiulo. Doesn't look like they're going to get a shot off, and they do not. So the shot clock violation gives possession back to Wantagh. Now here comes Dankenbrink. And we got a flag down Looks like Pequa was offsides. So a huge penalty. Oh, too many. Tough call there. If you're Massapequa, just again, unforced errors, and this is huge now as approaching 3:30 remaining. And the man up for Wantagh, looking to recapture the lead. And now that's Dankenbrink. Gives to Jake Martini. Penalty set to expire in moments. Shot, saved by Gennady. Oh, big ground ball there by Jake Martini. So the penalty released, but Wantagh with another possession here. And that's Dankenbrink. That bouncer, and did it go in? It did! Dankenbrink for the lead. And taking a look at the instant replay here, that bouncer, yeah, off the bottom of the crossbar. Our referees all over that. So Jack Dankenbrink giving Wantagh the 6-5 lead. A huge face-off upcoming. And the hold looks like it's on Massapequa, so possession back with Wantagh. 2 minutes remaining here in this one. And this has been a really good game to get the night started on the boys' side in the High School Winter League playoffs. And these two teams now playing in the same conference going into the spring season in that new Nassau County Boys Power Conference. So typically a matchup that you don't really get during the spring, but one that we'll have this year. Oh, and that shot is going to be a save. And another save by Gennady. That is huge. Keeping this a one-goal game. Pequa looks to clear and try and tie the game. Nice job there by Ryan O'Connor to get that ahead to Lamondola. So now that's Gargiulo with possession. Inside of a minute remaining and 25 seconds on the shot clock. Pequa, do they have the tying goal in them? Gargiulo to give to Lamondola. Shot, saved by Conklin, but the rebound and the stick back. Coming up with that stick back is Joe Fazio. 6-6 inside of 30 seconds as we try to get one more face-off here, or else this one's going to be heading to OT. So now 5 seconds. This one's still on the ground. Pequa's gonna send it, and we're gonna be going to overtime. So for overtime, we're gonna do a 4-minute frame. Of course, first goal wins the game. So how about Joe Fazio with that goal in the clutch on the rebound after an initial nice save by Kyle Conklin. But those rebounds, so tough to gauge sometimes, and Fazio right there, right place, right time, bringing us to the extra frame. So we're getting ready for the start of OT. And Coach Wink couldn't stay away.
Nah.
Had to get on the mic.
Come on, Al. Our first OT, huh? This is the first OT of the year?
Yeah, first one. Of course, no OT in the pool play. And no overtimes last night on the girls' side. So this is our first one. And I was just saying, Coach Wink, how these two teams now in the same conference, in that power conference. So we could be seeing this in the spring season where you have a game like this going down to the wire. We shall see. But a great way to get the evening started here.
I think it was a good move getting the ball in this young man's stick right now, right?
Yeah, Jake Martini for Wantagh. Definitely one who you trust in these situations. Got to ride your horses. As that shot there goes wide. And Dylan Martini with the backup.
This is where the shot clock means so much, you know?
Yeah, this is huge because without that, you win that possession in overtime and you're really just being extremely deliberate, looking to not allow your opponent to maintain any possessions.
Oh, they're doubling.
So Martini with it. The shot clock approaches 10 seconds. Shot.
Ooh.
That one wide, and Giacabella with the ground ball, but a late clock. Deflected. Shot.
Save.
Big save by Gennady. Lohman able to get that shot off just before the expiration of the shot clock. But now it's Pequa as they look to try and win the game. So possession with Jack Gargiulo as he's covered by Thomas Carlo. Gargiulo as he gives to Lamandola. Now that's Gargiulo once again back to Lamandola. Now over to Andrew Macri. Shot clock at 10 seconds. Let's see if Pequa is aware. And that one deflected by Will Greaves. Shot.
Oh, save.
Saved by Conklin. Ball on the ground. And this one still up for grabs. Who wants it?
Ooh.
Oh, and it's Pequa. It looks like Fazio.
Oh, great play. You got one more, you got a goal.
GB.
Keep a guy. Oh, get your hands free.
So what an effort there by Joe Fazio. Now Ricky Gear with the give to Macri. Back to Lamandola. As we're now inside of a minute remaining in OT. And 30 on the shot clock for Massapequa. Macri the shot.
Nice save.
One knocked down. This one back on the ground. And they flip it to Conklin.
30 seconds.
So shot clock now turned off. Wantagh taking hold for the final shot of the first overtime. Carter Lohman now. Dangerous pass deflected. Oh, and O'Connor looked to keep it in bounds, and he does.
Oh, this is big.
Pequa with inside of 10 seconds.
Let him shoot it.
Shot.
Save.
Saved by Conklin. And this one
Again.
is
Keep going
to a second overtime. So this one not over yet as we go to double OT.
Got to push transition in this particular situation. You know what I mean? When you're in the odd man situation, you can't let them settle because you could see 6-on-6, they're not getting great shots.
Yeah, the defense has been winning those battles, especially down the stretch here. As the opening face-off
Good GB.
goes to Will Greaves.
Ooh. Oh, he just made a transition. He's got it. He's got numbers if he pushes. He's got numbers.
Now that's Perfetti. As he's looking for Giacobello, who does keep it in bounds.
Oh.
Dylan Martini, that
Good
shot.
save.
Saved by Gennady. Ground ball. Oh, and the stick back by Greaves goes wide. Giacobello on it for Wantagh.
That tough luck. Ooh.
Now it's Martini.
Save.
Saved by Gennady. Both goalies coming up clutch down the stretch.
Looks like they're off. They were offsides. They were offsides.
And
Yep.
they did get it.
Good call from Tuttle.
end.
And that wasn't his call. That was the other guy's call, but Tuttle saw it.
So the turnover gives it back to Wantagh. Lohman gives to Martini. Oh, what a check from behind. What a play there by Wieserek. But this one stays with Wantagh. Fourth offer now. Gives to Dankenbrink.
Oh, good
Look for
luck.
Martini. Series of fakes and the goal.
And that ends it.
Dylan Martini delivers the game winner in double OT. Wantagh 7-6 win. What a game. We'll take a quick break and come back shortly with the start of the next matchup.